All right. I want to talk today really quickly about the basics of making money. Lots of people get tied up and have for many, many years in tips, tricks, hacks, all this baloney. Okay. And then that keeps them poor because they're constantly chasing the next hack or special thing. And that's not really how it works. You need to get good at the fundamentals. Oh no, boring. Yeah, too bad. That's what's keeping you poor is a refusal to acknowledge and learn something about the fundamentals of making money. Okay. You only need two things to make money. That's all. All right. Some skill would be nice, actually, but yeah, a lot of people, scam artists, do this and they make money without skill. So you don't actually even need skill. But I see a lot of people who have worked a corporate job, saved up a ton of money, and then they get involved with a program where they feel they have to invest in a website. And of course, because they want to do that, they have to have a copywriter and they have to have a designer, graphic designer, right, to lay the whole thing out. And then they need the back end with all the carts and stuff like that so people can buy stuff. Okay. Now we're looking at maybe $15,000, $20,000, right, for something decent there. And then, and I've heard this story many, many times, people gone through this, they've invested the money, and then they realize like 6 months later, this isn't really the business I want to be in anyway. And like they have a problem because they put all that extra cash that they had, that one-time possible investment, into this this wrong thing, right? So that's an issue. And so I caution you to be wary of that. Okay, you don't need all that stuff. You need two things: traffic and conversion. That's what you need to concentrate on. Okay, traffic is eyeballs. People need to see your offer. They need to know that it exists. They need to come from somewhere. Now, in the old days, you could do this by postcards. You could still do that today, or a newspaper ad, right? It's called circulation for a reason, okay? And nowadays, they're online platforms. I could pay Facebook or LinkedIn or something, advertising money, YouTube, right, to get eyeballs my way on my offer. And the better the targeting, the better the next step is going to be. But we want eyeballs on the offer, okay? And we talked about qualifying, pre-qualifying, right? Need, budget, personality, fit. Okay, the better I can do that with my traffic source, I'm not going to go to Barron's, which is a financial magazine, try and sell them lawnmowers or stuff on gardening, right? That would not do the second thing very well, which is conversion. I need a way of turning some of those people who look at the offer into buyers. Now, what's conversion? That's how we turn that visitor, that traffic, some of it, into buyers, okay? That can be done as a video sales letter, a telephone call with a evil salesperson like myself, a long form direct response letter, right? 20 pages, some of these things go on for, right? Or it could be very short, right? There's a lot of stuff today about podcast funnels, which is basically a video sales letter under a different name. But people are using Google Docs and have been for a while now to sell high ticket offers. And it's amazing how little you actually need in order to sell something if the value is there for the right buyer. So two things: traffic and conversion. Now, again, it used to be that you had to put an ad in a newspaper for your vacuum cleaning company, and people would come into your store and talk to the salesperson. That was the conversion method to turn them into buyers. And then they'd go home with their 300-pound vacuum cleaner. But nowadays we got a little bit more in terms of online platforms and cool tools. And so what will happen is people will come along and they will sell you a business in a box. Okay, that's a lie. There's never any such thing as business in a box. If you take one thing away from this video, I want it to be this: look at the thing that's being offered, okay, and ask yourself, where does this fit? Does it fit into a piece of traffic, or does it fit into a piece of conversion? Because that's all these things are. All right. There's some cool thing to get attention, like whiteboard drawn videos. That's traffic, right? That's some cool thing to get eyeballs on your offer. All right. That was very popular years ago as a method of getting attention. And people bought subscriptions to these things and then found out that they didn't convert because there was that second half missing. All right. Also, you'll see a lot of folks offering you something that's in the conversion side, If you get somebody to come along, right, then I can turn that into a customer, but the traffic is up to you. And that's usually the affiliate marketer's problem, right? The conversion tool is created by the person who's come up with the offer, and you're the affiliate. Your job is to go out and get qualified traffic, bring them over here, have them look at that thing. And some will turn into buyers through the sales page, webinar, VSL, what have you, that other person has already created. Okay. So think to yourself, is this a piece of traffic or is this a piece of conversion? It's very, very rare that both are handled in one offer. Okay. Most of the time you're being sold a bill of goods and you're going to have to do some work. There's no magic clickatron that's going to get you a ton of traffic for free, especially, right? And even with Facebook, there's a huge learning curve to it, right? You've got to learn how to use that ads manager. Okay. So this is what I want you thinking about in terms of fundamentals, traffic and conversion. I need both these things to make my offer. Even if you put up the pretty website with the nice graphic design and the great copywriting, that's all conversion. Who is going to come to the website? How are they going to know it exists? How are they going to get over there? That's the traffic side of the problem. What are you going to do about it? Okay. And different businesses have different problems. Right. On my end, as a consultant, I always had a traffic problem. That was unless there was forum marketing way back in like 2012. I was really good at that. But, you know, I always had a traffic problem. I had a few dribble people come over, and then I could convert like half of them into being buyers. But man, it was tough to get a qualified lead to come over and find me and talk to me and that kind of thing, even with all the content I had out there. Let's think about that. Okay. Like I got people who read a Quora answer I wrote 5 years ago, go to my blog, read a couple more things, and then book a paid call with me, and I'll make $500 for an hour or something like that. That happens, but that's not very common. That doesn't happen 10 times a week. All right. That happens occasionally. So I had a traffic problem. Now, conversion, because I'm good at it, right? And I've spent the time and the years getting the skills and investing in myself, right? The money to get those skills. That's all right. But you know, your business, a business that you create, you may have the opposite problem. You may be very good at getting attention for yourself, but suck at turning some of those people into buyers. We all know about the Instagram models who have millions of followers and can't sell 6 t-shirts. Look at that, right? Like, does that not scream to you that they have a conversion problem right there? They don't have a traffic problem. They got eyeballs, right, on them, but they don't do conversion very well. So before you do anything in any business, look for traffic and conversion. Look to see, okay, what am I going to do? What platforms am I going to use? How am I going to take care of both sides of this problem? Okay. That's the magic formula for making money. You need to take care of traffic and conversion. If you're not in the 12 weeks to peak program that Wes Schaefer has offered, what are you doing? Get over there and get in there. Okay. Finish the year strong. It's working great for me. It's a free program. I don't know why more people aren't taking advantage of it. It just seems silly for you not to be. And Wes is somebody that you can trust. He's somebody that I trust. That should tell you something. All right. So get on over there, and I'll see you tomorrow.